Today on Running to Him.
Restoring others requires your humility first. If you are joining us in going through the Pauline letters, today's reading is Galatians 6, and we will concentrate on verses 1 and 2. Galatians 6, 1 and 2 says, "Brethren, even if anyone is caught in a trespass, you who are spiritual, restore such a one in a spirit of gentleness, each one looking to yourself, so that you too will not be tempted. Bear one another's burdens, and thereby fulfill the law of Christ." Two basic words describe sin. The word used here, translated trespass, could also be translated as error or mistake, something that's not necessarily heinous. It is a fault of weakness, not a willful transgression. The verb is caught as a passive verb, and so the action is done upon that person or them. They were in a passive participant in the action, so to speak. This picture may be of a person running from sin, but that sin eventually catches up to him. For example, say someone has a problem with overeating, and he or she becomes convinced that they need to gain control of that passion. They try for days to eat well and maintain portion control, regularly praying that God would give them strength. After a few days, the temptation to eat more begins to become strong, and finally the person succumbs. This situation would be a trespass. The sin is a failure to control that passion and let themselves be overtaken. That person needs restoration. He or she doesn't need judgment. And this is why Paul calls upon those who are spiritual to be the ones to help restore that person. The term restore is an active verb. The action which the restorer takes is purposeful and meaningful. The best way to illustrate the picture is to use a typical example in the Christian world. Two people agree to be accountability partners. Both are basically at the same level of their spiritual walk, and one confesses the sin to the partner. The partner's response is, "That's too bad, I'll pray for you." Now, this action is entirely inadequate, as nothing has been done to bring this person back to where he should be. The word restore means to repair or mend. If they only have a prayer partner, there is no restoration. This situation is why accountability should not be between two at the same place in their walk with Christ. Accountability only works when a spiritual father or mother is involved. But the restorer must be as careful as well. He or she may be caught in a trap by letting down their guard. The easiest time to be tempted is when you have convinced yourself that you have overcome. Modesty is the key. We must always be aware. Now finally, we must carry each other's burdens. We cannot be caught up in our own world. We must focus on others, not ourselves. We are stronger when many of us are carrying the load.
Thank you for listening. We pray that today's devotion was meaningful to you. We would love to hear from you. If you listen to us on Facebook or YouTube, please like, subscribe, share, and tell others about us. You can always email us at phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.